Just jump on and do a live real quick here on YouTube and Facebook. We have our big second Sunday energy broadcast coming up on this Sunday, and that will be at 11 a.m. That's going to be jam packed. So we've got so much going on energetically this month for July and where we are in that phase. So didn't want to waste your time on Sunday. So I thought I would just jump on right now. I've had so many people reach out to me asking me like, when are we going to get, this moving? When is this starting? So this is just really a recap and an update. So first of all, if you haven't seen me before, I'm Jessica Alstrom, and I run and house a international academy of basically quantum mechanics. It is very much about self-realization and accelerating our ability to use our conscious awareness. They say that humans use 10% of your brain, right? Well, why is that? Why do we only use 10% of our brain? I'll tell you exactly why. First of all, it has nothing to do with our intelligence level. It has everything to do with our focus. So you would be surprised how much of your focus is in the past and how much of your focus is anticipating the future, right? Which leaves 10% for you to be here now. And that creates a lot of difficulties in our reality if we are here to create our reality from this present moment. Basically, who we choose to be, not who we were or where we could be, but who we choose to be. So as time is accelerating, as you can all feel that, it kind of can get that anticipation, that little anxiety, like, oh, I should be further along. I should be getting this, understanding more of everything you've been studying forever, right? I mean, some of you guys have been at this for 30, 40 years. Some of you just started. Some of you are just scratching your head like, why am I here? And it's all good. It's all perfect. But my favorite job is to help biohack this process and really help accelerate your ability to access more of you. It really isn't about studying or learning or certifying and feeling the value from that academic space of spirituality. It's really about uncovering who and what you really are and untapping all of your potential, because we're all gifted. We just got to open the box, right? So it's about using our focus differently. And I am working on the rest of this year just to create lots of little quantum leaps for you guys so that you can really move past those walls, those stuck points, those curiosities, those mysteries, that frustration of feeling like 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, right? Feeling a little bit trapped in relationships or lack of, right? Looking at money still, like you guys should be thriving and vibing, right? We are in the new paradigm, which is, we're no longer having to survive to learn. We are all in that fifth realm of learning how to play this game differently, of thriving. So 3D was all about surviving it, right? This or that, like, give away my freedom for love, give away time for this, money. It's not really how it is anymore. It's like, this is such a choice. So we can jump into this fifth paradigm and we can say, okay, it's this and that. And how I know if I'm alignment or not is if it's a win-win situation, which means, someone else doesn't have to get hurt from me choosing self-love. I can really create my reality where all of my soul contracts and my interactions and my intimates and my associates and my collective are benefited from my choices, which seems to have bit us in the ass in the past. It's like, oh, you choose yourself, you're selfish, and you're the black sheep, or you're the black sheep, the black sheep. So it's like, it's time for us to really have it all. And the way that we're going to have it all is to use it all, right? And to use what we have going on in here, right? Not out there. You're not going to get anywhere in life from what's in your bank account right now, regardless of how much is in there or how little. You're never going to get anywhere in your life from how much someone can physically love you outside of you, or what you can do for other people, right? It's like, we have tried that selfless rescuer doormat thing. It's got us nowhere except bullied. And we're learning self-love from that tough love place of abandonment and rejection. And we're dusting ourselves off and we're saying, okay, right. I want to be all I need. I want to be comfortable in my skin. I want to trust myself. I want to feel value from taking the day off, not working hard. I want to care more about my relationship with myself than how other people are seeing me. Because really, if your true purpose here is joy, joy and freedom are basically married, which means the more freedom you have to be more of yourself, the more joy you will have. If you look at how children are, the reason that they can just, be in that moment with those bubbles or running around is because they are very present in what they are doing, and it doesn't need to mean anything, and it doesn't have to go anywhere, and it doesn't have to become something. It is literally just about the full experience. It's like you meet someone and you're like, what are we? Where is this going? And it's just like you ruin the moment. It's like my partner will say, well, what does this mean for us in the future? And I'll say, we don't know who we're going to be next week. Like, that's a lot of pressure. It's not about not committing. It's about allowing yourself to become more. It's about allowing yourself to use what is in front of you as an opportunity versus, constantly feeling like you're trapped and locked behind, closed doors, or maybe even, taking the leap of faith and choosing your freedom and then having a bunch of freedom in it, having it terrifying you. And then now you're running the guilt and shame program. Like, oh gosh, what did I do? So what I would love for the rest of this year to be is to help you guys really quantum leap those questions so that with complete certainty in a universe that lacks certainty, you are able to leap without the net and know that who is on the other side to catch you is the new version of you. And that is what this is all about. This is why we're still kind of fighting those old fights, is so we can really clear out those old belief systems that we are not worthy, that we are not, we are not valuable, right? So we're having those fun little lessons teach us. But let's accelerate. Okay, so I've got 3 really big things coming up this year. You guys have noticed that, like, I've slashed every price that I have because I don't need money. I found out that the universe gives you money for playing. So it's not about that. It's never really been about that, but there is like that investment on your belief system. Well, I paid for this, I'm going to get my money's worth, right? That's the only reason. But I will tell you guys that what we have coming up this year is going to help you get out of your own way so you can get back inside yourself. All of your magic is sitting inside of your body. All of it. Your blood, electromagnetic energy, right? It's the greatest commodity on earth. Your blood, right? Is your blood boiling, right? Is your blood cold? Like, where are you right now? So blood, body, right? Relationship with self, okay? How you see yourself, how comfortable you are in your own skin. You may not think that this is important, okay? You may not think that your freedom in your own body is as important for your spiritual expansion or your ascension. It is 100% important because this house is the universe. And if it feels trapped and stuck and heavy and weak and whatever, fill in the blank, it is going to bring your focus back to the problem. It's going to bring your focus back to the gravity. It's going to bring your focus back to the past. And because the body is a learning biocomputer, just like a smartphone, it is going to hold every ounce of data inside of it until you empty it out, right? And a matter of fact, the heavier it gets, the less we can take the updates, right? The less we can get and have room for the upgrades that are coming in. And we have to make sure that we are backing things up that we want to keep, which is natural. We do that in our Akashic records, right? And that we are letting go of things that we no longer need, basically in our hard drive, because everything that is in your bio hard drive is interacting with law of attraction. Yeah, really sucks. Which means every ounce of data sitting in your body, cellular memory, muscle memory, bone memory, right? Blood, fully alive, all consciousness is aware of everything that you have ever done, ever been, ever will be. And the things that we're in the most resistance of are containing the most amount of charge, right? It has the most amount of electricity because you're using a lot more of your focus to keep it away. You don't think that you're using focus to keep things away, but you're actually using more focus to keep things away than you are ever about being in the present moment because, oh, I don't want to do that again, or I don't want to be that again, or I don't want someone to think that about me, or I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want to fail again, right? And that is heavy, dense, resistance-based charge that the universe goes, oh, I say yes, because the universe always says yes. Always. Yes to resistance, yes to lack, yes to poverty, yes to suffering, yes to closed doors, yes to rejection, all those wonderful things. And we're like, frustrated. So, like my sign says behind, best way, right, to make your dreams come true is to wake up. But what part of you isn't awake, right? How do you find those parts that don't know what they don't know, right? Well, your personal reality, right, is your curriculum. How people treat you, how you treat people. All of these things are right in front of you. You never need to search. You never need to buy. You never need to move to find out where and what we are doing to keep ourselves unconscious. Every time we judge, unconscious. We think we're not because we're usually judging someone unconscious. And that's a catch-22, which will be next year's theme. 22, right? So this year is all about unpacking our baggage because, again, we have to go. Have you ever had to like sit down in front of your computer and be like, oh my gosh, I got to delete like 12,000 pictures. It's going to take me hours. Or I have got to clean out my email list, right? It's annoying, but everything starts to move faster. Everything starts to move faster. So if you're noticing that things are not moving fast enough for you, what is it time for you to let go of? Now, the reason why you don't let go, because you're like, why don't I want to let go of this, right? Why am I a memory hoarder, right? Why am I a emotion hoarder? Because your ego or your unconscious self says, no, we must keep a record of this, because if we do not keep record of this, how will we not do this again? I need to remember this. It's almost like a form of punishment. Like, nope, you need to know what you've done. It's almost like a woman. It's like the man forgets the anniversary and the woman's like, well, you know what you did in 1988 at 6:55 p.m.? You didn't call me back. So it's like there is that divine feminine space that is the nest, but also the memory of an elephant. So again, your hard drive is pulling those things up when you're like ready to leap off and go, oh, I'm going to get my wings when I jump off this cliff, and I'm going to turn my volume up because I'm being attacked, and I'm going to love myself because someone's not loving me. And then that little, Google file inside goes, no, remember the last time you tried that? It's like you got publicly attacked on Facebook or someone made fun of you. Well, guess what? It's going to happen, and it's going to happen for you, not to you. It's going to happen so that when someone else is judging you, you can have an opportunity to not judge yourself, right? So here's what we got coming up. 2022 is going to be a big year for our quantum revolution, our quantum team, right? We are doing our teacher practitionership. We are doing academy training. We are doing all those fun things to accelerate. But next year, we're going to be doing some crazy touring. We're going to be focusing on all different types of futuristic quantum healing, as well as bringing in some shaman, ancient work to support the grounding efforts of the merge. So the merge is where we are right now. We are merging that lower self and that super consciousness, the unconscious and the super consciousness together. This is what Second Sunday will be all about. So stay tuned. I'm going to go deep in with that. But where we have going this year is I really wanted to help you guys get that space of awareness, because you're never here to learn anything. You know everything. So what is it that we need to become aware of, right? Well, the coherence of the heart and the brain have got to start playing nice, right? This is the merge, boom, where the heart and the head are on the same page, where mom and dad are finally holding hands again, right? And who is going to assist with that? Well, the observer, the inner child, the conscious awareness that is being able to see the lower self and the higher self and can go back and forth. We're going to use that as our biohacking technique and our tools here. And we're going to do 3 different projects this year. First and foremost, for those of you guys who are still struggling with your relationship with your body, you deserve to be in a body, regardless of what you think of it right now, that feels free, that feels good. One of the soulmate frequencies is being attracted to yourself, right? And when you are doing your best, Have you guys noticed how less comparison you are, less jealous you are, less judgmental? It's like when you are thriving, you're like, hey, you're doing your best too. It's like you're not so critical of yourself, critical of others. So let's get that body right. Okay. Let's get that critical, judgmental, self-deprecating you out of the way to love the body that you're in. Hold on. My son, who is 8, is upstairs blowing me up. Hold on. Oh, he's FaceTiming. Yes, Luke, I am on a video call. Good morning. Good morning to you, handsome. Okay, I'm going to finish my live stream and then I will help you with whatever you need. Okay? All right. Love you. Love you. Bye. Sorry. Okay, so he just got a new phone. All right, so here we go. What do we got the rest of this year? July. We're already in the middle of the year. I can't believe how fast it's gone. So we're going to get this body right. I'm going to start right now 3 parts of quantum fitness. Some of you guys did quantum fitness. Some of it was like way over your head. So I'm going to go back to basics there and really help you build your inner fitness that creates your outer fitness. Okay, it isn't your diet. It is not the exercise level. It is not your food. Okay, that is making or breaking the way that your body looks and feels. I know that seems crazy, but everything is first created in energy and then materializes in the physical universe as matter. Okay, I have been on a diet since 2nd grade. Possibly, when I looked around and was like, whoa, why is my belly bigger than everybody else's, right? Why do I look different? And then I realized that whatever I couldn't control in my household, I could control with food. So it became a very scary addiction, right? And a raging eating disorder. And then, of course, I wanted to figure that out. So went to school for biochemistry and I became a certified personal trainer and a nutritionist and literally, I am the Rain Man of calories. I can tell you I can tell you exactly what is in everything. And yet, here I am still struggling until I'm 35 years old. So there has got to be an underlying easy, because quantum, you guys will notice with quantum healing, easy. And again, because we're constantly in the past, future, we don't realize how easy the now is in changing the body. The body is always going to be the biography of the mind. So we're going to do first and foremost a quantum fitness training that is based in the body weight. Okay. Some of you need to gain weight. Some of you need to lose weight. Some of you need to be consistent with your weight, right? I mean, the up and down is like, it's so hard on your focus because, your 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. So weight has been one of those things for me that has been a catalyst of, self-hate. It has been a study point. It has been a lot of self-realization. And when I got down to basically the brass tacks, I realized that it had nothing to do with how much I was working out and how much I was eating, because it's all about alchemizing, your outside environment to become what your inside environment is. So what is going on inside? We're going to make course corrections. We're going to tear some walls down. We're going to heal some things that you're holding on to. Emotional baggage causes weight, right? Sugar cravings have been about needing the sweetness of life and all of these other things. And so I'm going to show you guys how to blast through these weight problems and really get back to how you feel like your higher self looks. It's like, and really become that. And whatever, outside forces will use to create that is very small. You're 80% spirit, 20% physical. So if we are working out 80% of the time, right, then our math is incorrect. So we're here to play. We're here to be. We're here to share. We're here to create. We're here to, explore, adventure. We're not here to work hard. It's a myth, completely. And at 46 years old with 4 kids, 26 is my oldest. I can honestly say that these last, 5 years have been the most joyful experience because I haven't had to like cringe over food or worry about where we're going or get on a scale or, oh no, I got to get up and work out. It's like I haven't worked out in 5.5 months because I have been going into my interior universe and working on some workouts that require more of my coherence between my brain and my heart. So, and the more that I do that, the easier physical reality becomes. Okay. So the more your metabolism turns back on, because metabolism is created by basically whatever the thyroid believes that you are. So hypo, hyper, right? Are you burning too much? Are you not burning enough? It's all stress related. What's stress? Past, future worries. Okay. So we're going to get that mind and that heart on the right team. And this is going to be the easiest fitness program that you've ever done. So 20% physical. We will be doing some physical things because obviously acting those things out in the body, teach the body who it is, just like you had to tie your shoes to know how to tie your shoes. And then we're going to be doing a light language activation. Some of you are like, what is that? It's super awesome because it is all about your frequency and your vibration. Your soul has its own language and its own song, and it should inspire others. It should allow others to feel safe in your presence. I know they already do, but do you feel safe in your own presence around other people? So this is going to be an activation that's going to help you really move out of your own way as far as being seen, being heard, being felt, being loved, right? And most important, being safe. Vibration creates confidence, okay? Raising that frequency, moving back into your spiritual abilities, right? Your metaphysical abilities, your unpacking your baggage to make space on your phone so you can actually download some new, not new, but remembered, right? Acquired information. So we're going to be doing a light language activation that starts July 12th. Quantum fitness will not be coming until basically the first part of August. And then I'm still working on that big quantum leaping training to show you guys how to basically get where you are to where you want to be fast. Cheat codes, biohacks, shortcuts, secret doorways, secret knocks, right? It's all physics, right? So if you're going to abide by the laws of the third dimension, boring, hard, heavy, right? Lack, losers, right? No, we do not have to participate in that dimension. We are free to walk about the cabin as soon as we enter the fourth dimension, which is the bridge. You can go anywhere you want. You go all the way to the 12th dimension, but it's fun to master each level in the earth plane because you still get to work with density. Like, oh, this feels, oh, I know this, right? I know who I know. So we're going to do that first. And we have second Sunday coming up, 11/11 this Sunday. And I'm going to be talking about the 4 levels of consciousness and where we are collectively right now for July. July in our country is like, oh, independence, get your independence on, right? So why not milk this vibration and let's run with it, move it into a collective experience so we can all get along faster, right? And we can all like move back into that unity without losing our unique abilities and really start to have fun. You came here for the food, the parties. You did not come for all this heavy training. You did not come to learn how to be spirit. You came here to learn how to be human, right? And you didn't come here to be human doing. Human being, your state of being determines your state of reality. So, circumstances don't matter, right? This right here is just a byproduct of where you were creating last month because, it's like you have to understand that when you shift and change something, you're going really fast. You're doing a leap into a new universe. But this dense body is like getting up late for school and your 8-year-old can't find his shoe, right? And you're like, let's get there faster. So a lot of times, a lot of you are moving a lot faster in your acceleration of understanding yourself than your body is. So if you have an 8-year-old who cannot find his shoe in the morning, who stayed up too late, who doesn't want to get up, it's frustrating. So we got to stop. We get really present with our 8-year-old and we got to go, okay, where did you have your shoe? Okay, now let's sit down, put a shoe on. So if you're feeling frustrated because you're like, wait, I'm so much further than this, understand that you are also here to be in a partnership with this body, and you have got to find the shoe. Okay. So you got to allow for integration, allow for your body to catch up where you are. And then a lot of you are judging that. So then when you judge that, you go back into an old program, and, now there's a tantrum and self-sabotage and all kinds of stuff. So we don't want that. So let's chat Sunday about where we are and what we can do to really finish unpacking the rest of our emotional baggage, right? That's too heavy. Our traumas, our stories, anything that we don't want to take on vacation, right? And make room for new treasures, for new experiences, for new memories that are not linked with pain and trauma and failure. So fast track, biohack, time to play, time to awaken the parts of ourselves that are still sleeping, that we don't know that we're sleeping, that we're judging other people for sleeping on. Okay? All right. So look on my website for new updates of new workshops coming for the Quantum Fitness Part 1, which is going to be all about the body and the weight. Okay. Then we're going to be doing the second part is going to be about pain in the body, illness, disease, stress, anxiety. Okay. And then the third level is going to be about shifting the body into different realities, right? And moving as the alchemist. So basically what it means to alchemize something is that you're going to basically turn, pain into purpose, wounds into empowerment. But when it comes to the physical body, there is nothing that is ever permanent going on, no matter what your doctor says. I have healed an autoimmune disease. So they were like, there's no cure. Well, guess what the cure is? Joy, not hating yourself, right? Not living for other people, not, disregarding your own needs. So there's a lot of fast tracking help that I can assist you guys with that. So that will be number one will be weight. Number 2 will be about pain, disease, chronic illness, anxiety, stress, things like that. And judgment, because judgment is something that is a program that you're running that you don't know you're doing. So it's coming from the mind. And if it were to sync up with the heart would be like, don't judge him for that. He's doing his best, right? And the mind's like, no, he's not. So we have got to get that relationship coherent, and we will. So the third stage is going to be learning how to alchemize food, environment, right? You guys are worried about this vaccine. Don't worry about it. You're an alchemist, right? If you need to take the vaccine because you feel like you need to take the vaccine, well, I'll help you alchemize it, okay? If you want to eat sugar, I'll help you alchemize it, right? You're not actually here to be in deprivation. You're here to experience it all in moderation. Anything that's wanted in addiction is coming from a lower sleep vibration. So we'll figure that out too. We're probably going to house that last part though, that we're working in as the alchemist with addiction too, because, they say obsession is a bad word, but to me, nothing ever great happens if you're not obsessed. We just want our obsessions to be more about our interior growth and our expansion versus that quick fix, that person, that place, or that thing, right? So we're gonna change our definition of addiction and an obsession into an expansion point, learning how to kind of use the body to bend everything around it to its will versus us having to bend to food, to become what the environment is, to become the toxic energy that's around us. It was never designed for you to come here and lose yourself in a person, place, or thing. You're here to inspire people, places, and things, reminding each other we're mere intersections for each other. We're not here to, devour each other. That was never the case. Entanglement is the story of the third dimension. Connection is the story of the fifth. And you can be much more in love, much more committed, which sounds like a catch-22, in a connected-based relationship where you're still allowed to have your freedom. So it's all going to be covered this year, because next year when we go on tour, we are going to be working in the quantum fields. So working in your remote viewing, working in shape-shifting, working in, biohacking the body, working on how to really utilize your accelerated, expanded smartphone that you are creating, right? I just got the new 12 phone, right? And of course, I got to learn how to use it. My son got my old phone, which he's calling me on. And he's like, Mom, why is your phone so much faster? Because there's lots of room, right? Space, right? It's not really has anything to do with the speed of the phone. It's how much space. So space creates speed. So let's use that as our biohack and talk Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you Sunday at 11:11.